The Dallas Mavericks are officially in big talks with another big name free agent, this time being around Montrezl Harrell. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to talk about with you guys. This time I'm actually going to be talking about some more, more Dallas Mavericks news. We know we've had a lot of kind of Mavericks news very recently, especially with, Chris Paul, etc. But we've obviously got news now that the Mavs have interest in Montrezl Harrell, and this is all being reported by Sam Amico. Now, I think this would be a very, very interesting move, and one of the few kind of places in the league where I think Montrezl Harrell actually could start at center. I've been very critical on my thoughts and opinions on Montrezl Harrell, as I've never really rated him just based on the fact that I feel like he's too small to be playing center. He should be playing power forward, but he can't play power forward because he's not tall enough. So it's a very big issue that he does have within his game. So that's why he's been, coming off the bench for the Clippers for at least a couple of years now, when he probably should have been starting. But again, in my opinion, I don't really think he fits the Clippers, and how they go about it, because I definitely feel like the Clippers need some playmaking and shooting, in their point guards and centers, as they don't really have that. But, again, this would mean that getting rid of Montrezl Harrell wouldn't be the worst, getting rid of him wouldn't be the worst thing, because it's been rumored that he's going to want about $15 to $20 million. And if a team could sign him on $15 million or so per season, then I definitely feel like they should. It could be the Dallas Mavericks as one of the contending teams to go out and do it. I also believe Chris Paul would be a very, very good decision for the Dallas Mavericks, as, like Luka Doncic, they both can definitely play a lot of off-ball, as being an off-ball guard. We've seen Chris Paul do it quite a bit with the Houston Rockets and James Harden. When James Harden was facilitating the ball and doing that type of isolation, play that he often does, Chris Paul would play a lot of off-ball. We've also seen it kind of happen when, Dennis Schroeder was to do a very similar thing. Chris Paul would play off-ball then, and he also played a bit of off-ball with SGA on the court as well. So again, Chris Paul is not, he's very, very familiar with the off-ball type of play, and he could definitely do that with, potentially Luka Doncic. And I definitely feel like, considering Kristaps Porzingis will be out for the season, most of the season, it does look like, I feel like going out and getting Chris Paul and maybe even Montrezl Harrell would be a pretty good, kind of thing to see if they could, actually still potentially compete for a top 4 seed in the West. And, once they get Kristaps Porzingis back, they'll be one of the teams that you definitely do not want to face when it comes to playoff time. Because if we look at it like this, let's just say they do get Montrezl Harrell and Chris Paul, Harrell being at center, it wouldn't really matter that he's too small to guard the not guard the position, but I think too small to be a center, because he also got Kristaps at power forward, that he's very, very tall and can definitely space out the floor. So it wouldn't really matter that much that Montrezl Harrell couldn't do it. Then they'd also have, Finney Smith at small forward, who can also space out the floor, and Doncic and Chris Paul at the guards positions. It would just be a very, very good, that would be a very, very good starting 5. And then off the bench, they could have Seth Curry, etc. It would be a very, very nice team, and a team you definitely would not want to mess with. But again, it's just as far as if, can the Dallas Mavericks actually get Montrezl Harrell to the team, as it is still highly reported that the Clippers may be the team that is still leading to sign him. Again, even though I don't really believe he makes that much sense for the Clippers, if they could get him for under $15 million, I would most likely definitely do it. But if he wants more than, again, $15 million, I would let him walk, as I don't really feel like he's that good for the team. Well, he's a good player, but he doesn't really fit the team at all. One trade that I talked about in the previous video, one of the previous videos rather, which I thought would have been a very, very nice trade to try and consider, would actually be, because it's rumored they are shopping Lou Williams around. If they don't feel like Lou Williams is the best fit for the team, and they wanted to get, potentially Landry Shamet to play more minutes as that backup guard, I feel like a good trade for them would actually be to trade Lou Williams to the Philadelphia 76ers for Al Horford and a first. Now, you might have been just like, well, why would they ever do that? Well, Al Horford can space the floor out. Yes, he's got a bad contract, but defensively, he's a lot better than what Zubac is, and he could be their center that they desperately need to space the floor out. Plus, they could get a first-round pick out of the deal, which they could definitely flip to try and get Derrick Rose to the team. So pretty much you will have traded Lou Williams, who was your backup, guard, for Derrick Rose, a new starting point guard that adds a lot of offense to the team and brings in some nice playmaking, and Al Horford, who can space the floor and could maybe only be like $5 million more than what reportedly Montrezl Harrell was going to be getting offered then. And yes, Montrezl Harrell is a lot better of a player than what Al Horford is. It's just that Al Horford can definitely space the floor out a lot better and is still a very, very good defender in the league. So again, I just feel like that would be a really nice decision by the LA Clippers. And again, I feel like it just makes so much sense for the Dallas Mavericks to sign Montrezl Harrell. I feel like that would actually be a very nice move and something they should definitely look at trying to do. But then again, when we do look at it, could they do a sign and trade to try and get him? If they do have Chris Paul, to the team, I do expect them to be trading away Tim Hardaway to make that happen. Will they have enough cap to go out and sign Montrezl Harrell, just straight away? Maybe not, but, in saying that they wouldn't have enough cap to sign, potentially Montrezl Harrell to the team, they could always maybe do a sign and trade with the Clippers and just give them a couple second-round picks or something like that, if that's what they think he would be deserved for in a sign and trade. Because again, I feel like Montrezl Harrell should definitely leave, and sign and trades do not have the same value as normal trades. I think, most NBA fans know it. So if the Clippers could even get at least something out of Montrezl Harrell if he was to leave, I definitely feel like they should potentially be pulling the trigger on that one. But anyway, to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for the latest NBA news and NBA content. Of course, don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you guys think the Dallas Mavericks should be looking to sign Montrezl Harrell to the team? Or do you guys think that they should potentially be going after, a couple of different other players? Should they go after Chris Paul? Again, I definitely do like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/Long channel. Definitely don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.